over. I was having too much fun. Welcome everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. We're here watching Fubo, and
Yeah.
exactly, Hans. We do it with our bare hands. We don't need equipment. We learned to barter. I ended up having to. I needed a tire for a truck because we blew out. One of our tires blew out on the road. We pulled into a fob, and I had to barter with the motor pool to give me one of their tires because it was a unit that we weren't attached to. I was like, I just really need this tire, and they're like, well, y'all are engineers and you all build stuff. Can you build us a coffee stand? Because it's really cold here during the winter and we want to put our coffee out. I'm like, absolutely. If you'll give me a tire, I'll build you a coffee stand. So they ended up giving us a tire. We came back a week later and built them a coffee stand.
Wow. Okay. What's a coffee stand? Like literally a table to put coffee on?
No, what they wanted, because believe it or not, it does rain, um, and it rains like mud almost. So they wanted just kind of like a lean-to, something to cover where the stand and the table and everything was. So you
Oh,
could go
okay.
there and get hot coffee from outside the shop, and the cooks would just, because they would randomly bring the coffee, or the cooks would make rounds and fill up all the coffee during the winter on this fob, I
I
guess.
see.
So I was like, that's all I got to do. That's like half a day's worth of work right there for a tire that I need right now. Yes. It was either that or I was stuck there at that fob for 2 weeks before they could get a tire from my unit out there. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
See, we barter in the military too.
I had no idea it was such a enterprising endeavor.
It truly is. I think they were an Army Reserve unit too at that point, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they were reserve or not. Yes, coffee currency, and so are cigarettes and nicotine. Those can become very valuable depending on where you're at.
What, Brian? What are you talking about? A government that's inefficient? I don't know what I don't know what you mean. Governments actually get a bad rap, to a certain degree. Humans are inefficient. Period. Full stop. No further
Yes.
explanation needed. That's just a reality. Because I've worked for in my career, I had the opportunity as an IT consultant and outsourcer. I worked with like we worked with as a company probably 80% of the world's largest companies, right? And I had a chance to be at dozens of them, and none of them were efficient. Like I remember being at some of these companies that they are the top of their industry. They are the world's number one at what they do. And I would look at their internal operations and I'm like, how I don't understand how you even make money. Like there was just egregious waste of money and stupid ass bureaucracy and like just dumb stuff. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like I thought I would come here and this is a well-oiled machine and you'd be operating well. And nothing could be further from the truth. Like it's terrible.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm sure there's plenty of waste in Amazon and Walmart.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
guaranteed. Guaranteed.
so
But
I don't want to bash on Walmart, but I got to know this. Has anybody out there ordered stuff from Walmart in the last 2 weeks online and then received the notice that, oh, it's not in stock and they refund your money. Me and my wife have purchased 5 things from Walmart in the last 2 weeks online, and every single one of them, they send us an email the next day saying that it's out of stock.
Huh.
Like,
Short Walmart.
I just,
Walmart,
I don't get it.
Walmart dropping. Well, see, that's good information. Information from the field. Let's see. When does Walmart report? They don't report till February, unfortunately. But that could be indication maybe their online sales are lower. Anyone else experience that?
I
Maybe it's isolated to just your region or something.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, see there, Vic.
Oh, happen to TP and Vic. All right.
Yeah, see.
All right. Well, maybe it's a thing to keep in mind. Walmart, as we get closer to earnings, as they start to release their Christmas figures, it could be that their online sales will be down.
Oh, look at that, Ron too.
Supply chain issues.
I think it's just they don't have a good inventory system to track their inventory. Like
it could be. It's amazing how stores operate. Like, we've got a local grocery store that I ended up in a protracted conversation with because I was trying to buy some potato chips of all things. And anyways, it was quite a journey. But they basically said, yeah, our back room, like, it is, we lose things in there all the time. That's why we have these big sales, because they'll find pallets, not just cases, but pallets of things that they're like, oh crap, and then they'll basically give them away. Like, my wife's gone to the local grocery store here, and it's a grocery store that how they expand, like they sell electronics and clothes, and like they try and do a little bit of everything nowadays. The superstore, the Loblaws, for anybody that knows that if you're Canadian. But anyways, and yeah, like, she's gone in there and they had these comforters, these duvet comforters. They were top quality comforters, $10 each. So she bought like 6 of them. and sold them to friends, and like, we've gone in there and they've had like canned goods that they just ordered too much of, and we happen to need some, but they were on sale for like 7 cents, and we're like, all right,
sure.
I'm gonna buy 6 cases, 4 of which I'm putting into the food bank donation thing, and 2 I'll distribute to friends, and that, because normally it's like $1.99 a can or whatever. Like, it's crazy.
Wow. So Dan, out on YouTube, tomorrow we will be doing the Closing Bell show a half an hour before the market closes at 1 o'clock. So we'll be here at 12:30 Eastern.
We will? Well, there you go. I didn't know that. How exciting.
Which will lead us into our 1 o'clock happy hour.
Correct. Now, that is only for members, so you need to be a VBT member. Yeah. We will post the link for that here in the chat room. So join us here in the chat room at 1 o'clock. You'll get the link, and then you can join us on our Zoom call. So it'll be should be a lot of fun. In fact, let me set that up now while I'm thinking about it.
Oh, there you go, Peter. Oh, yes. So, it'll be afternoon. I consider 10 o'clock afternoon in California, just so you know, Peter. Because I get up at 4, so that's 6 hours into the day.
Okay, well, you call it whatever you want. Afternoon it is.
Microsoft SPY selling off.
I am not a robot.
Robot.
Uh-oh. My date of birth. Did I put my real date of birth? That's weird. What?
Computers.
What's going on?
It doesn't want to work for you, right? Because it's a computer.
Oh, there's no account associated with this. That's what's going on. All right. Oops. Let's try this again.
Machine Sphere IT admin. I would agree with you, Robin. They absolutely do, because I can remember all the time having issues with my computer till I would call the IT Marine in, and he'd walk in and I'd be like, this is what happened. And I'd go through and it works. I'm like, sorry for wasting your time.
Yeah. Mike, it's the same way with everything, right? It's the same way cars fear a mechanic. You know, like you're like, I swear to God, I did this like 800 times and it didn't work. And then you call the guy and it's like, here's, you know, it makes this noise. It's been making it for months. But of course, it didn't make it on the way to the garage today. And the guy's like, yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah. Oh, man. It can get very frustrating sometimes when that happens.
All right, I am going to do it properly this time. I'm going to make this without having a waiting room. So hopefully people will be able to get in.
Oof. Prevent you from having to click like 10,000 times.
Yeah, well, I just keep forgetting, and people end up waiting there, and they're like, hello, can you let me in? I'm like, oh, sorry about that. All right, we are approaching the end of this day with nothing but chop.
Yes.
As far as I can see.
Yeah, Uncle B. I purchased my first stock in Waleed, Iraq, right on the border of Syria and Iraq. That's where I bought my first stock. Bank of America.
What am I looking at here? What have you sent me?
Hmm? Walmart. Walmart's going sideways. Let's look at something more interesting. Maybe Tesla? No, not Tesla.
That is so weird. Why do I have S4 at a different place?
4. On what
Oh,
star?
somebody's just sent me a chart. CLNE. Oh, no, this is today.
CLNE.
What level do you show S4?
Pivots. I'm putting them on right now. Pivots. What is it on? 1 minute chart?
1 minute. Yeah, well, should be the same on any intraday chart.
Config. 1 day. Boom. Don't include an escape. I don't have any. On CLNE?
CLNE, yeah.
Yeah. Some going on. Let me see. See if I get them on any of these. Oh yeah, see, there's that. So CNLE. Oh, there we go.
Oh. That's weird.
I got
Okay.
S3, S2. What were you looking for?
Yeah,
Yes.
see, yeah, I have well, yours seem to be in the exact same place mine are. So, our anyways, one of our members, one good trade, he just posted a chart. It was in the trades tab, but he's got the pivot levels at a different location. So it's funny because he's showing, well, the stock bounced off the pivot, but I don't have the pivot there. I mean, so like, remember what I was saying earlier, people? How, you look at something, and you're like, oh, look, it bounced off that moving average or that daily level. Well, just because you have it doesn't mean other people do. So in this case, he took a trade which worked off of a level. I don't have it at the same location, so I don't know what that means, other than
Yeah.
not everybody was seeing the same thing. So
Huh.
it's weird though. So there you go.
CNLE, Microsoft, selling off. Sell. SPY going down. It's just a slow, choppy day. Very slow. Nothing exciting going on. Up. Roku pushing up again. $361. Nope. So Wally on, it's kind of hard to show here, but on the daily, for my daily, I use the grid. The reason I like the grid is it just appeases to my eyes better. Like I can see this is 1 month, this is another month, and then another month, and it's just basically my my preference. Otherwise, like I can go here, right? Let me show you what it looks like if I do grid on it on the daily line. Here's what it would look like. You just get these that kind of pivot up, and I don't like those. It annoys me. But my 1 minute chart's the only other chart that I use them on, and those ones are just the 1 day, so you don't see it on the 1 minute. So, 1 minute to the 10 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute to the 10 minute. I'm glad though, I'm all done Christmas shopping. So, I'm happy. I know you got done super early, Peter, but I can't go that early.
Very, very happy with that. I don't normally get done so early. In fact, I would be running out as soon as the markets closed normally and be out there madly shopping. That was about my schedule last year. So.
I'm getting sent out after the market closes to go to a restaurant to get lunch. I think my wife once saw a restaurant that was covered on the news this morning. So she's like, ooh, that looks really good. I want that for lunch. Ooh, was that Brian in the background? Super quiet.
But does she want you to buy the restaurant?
No, not the restaurant. Bad investment nowadays. But I will invest in their food. It's New Orleans style food, so.
New Orleans.
We'll see. We'll see how good the Creole is.
That's where we should do our first meetup after we get our vaccinations.
Yes.
Oh, did you say Korean? Are you getting some pho? Pho soup
No, Creole,
stuff.
New Orleans.
Oh, oh, that's very different. So crawfish, crawdaddies.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's restaurant's called West New Orleans. So, but the review on the TV was that they do. So the owners are from New Orleans. So
Oh,
I'll
look at the
compare it to the
market's
food I
tank
had
here.
it there. Yes, look at that. Oh yes.
Went short on AMD.
Of course you did.
Yeah, well, I had to balance out the long I took earlier. No, 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 no. Don't go that way.
Oh, 10 minutes. Peter's in short AMD.
Yeah. It seems to be I chased this. I may have chased it too far. I don't like it. It's not moving.
For a bounce.
I got in on this last drop here. Come on. Give me one more drop. Here we go.
So
Take a quick
Stacy's saying that the president just vetoed the defense bill, so that could bring some news. But I'm pretty sure that it had a veto-proof majority when it passed, so. It could have, Sean. I wasn't following that news. Yeah, I won. So.
All right. Stop it. Yeah, I did. I did, Daniel. I got in at 91.81. So I don't have a lot of wiggle room on this one. I did take a partial down at 91.71. Although I actually got filled a little bit better than that, 91.70. Now I'm looking for more, but I think I've chased it too far.
Maybe that S1 level can provide you some resistance right now.
Maybe it's been bouncing off of it. It just got close. 91.80. Here we go. Come on. 60s. Let's get down into the 50s.
Yeah, TP probably a response from somebody after the headline came out.
50s.
Not sure if anybody
Mike,
heard anything on Squawk.
Mike, I'm dying to know you had the only thing you had on your watch list this morning was Square.
Oh, I know. No, I did
I
not
wanna
take
know.
it short, Brian.
Oh,
That I had it on my watch list because the daily on it, I didn't like anything really this morning, but I did like. Let me pull up the Squares daily here. I liked how it was just below the R4 level. It was near all-time high. The tinfoil line, it was kind of resting on it. And I figured if it could find support right around Thor's 8-minute candle, that it had the possibility to pop up. And the opposite ended up being true. It didn't find support, and I mean, it's just sold off all day long. So, I mean, it was a great short. I wasn't looking for low-a-day breaks today. So, but
yeah, it was a bit of a surprise that it sold off.
Yeah. So I think it really, yesterday, it made an all-time high for the second day in a row. And it was right near an R4 level. And I think it's probably just kind of pulling back, Might make another
every
run a
59.
little bit later.
Taking a quick small partial here.
Peter is tearing up Andy.
I wish it was moving more.
Yes, he is.
What do they get filled at? 61.
That's awesome, Quadrant Smith. Glad that worked for you.
Hey, my original entry was 91.54. I wonder if I can get another partial back there. My entry this morning. Go full circle. Ooh, low of day would be good. 91.46 is the low of day. Let's see if we can get a new low. The bid won't go below 91.55. It's not yet. CS2 coming up here, still sitting at 91.48, so that would be good.
Almost.
Break through. I see the bid at 54,
There it is.
53. Here we go. All right, we'll take another 10% off here, just in case I don't get my low of day.
It did get some weird price action movement there. Kind of a little jumpy.
Yeah.
Those are the things that if you're not watching a stock and you go back and you look and you're looking at frozen charts that you don't see, right? You don't see that quick jerk down, the quick pop back up, the quick jerk down, and the quick pop back up. You just see oh, hey, this looks like a great entry. It took me a couple months to figure that one out.
Yeah, it's true, because you see a candle, and I mean, heck, in a minute, the price could move up and down the length of that candle 6 times, for all you know, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're at 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Well, I forgot I had taken LAC yesterday. That's a pleasant surprise.
Seriously, Brian? Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
How did I do that?
Oops.
Whoops.
Whoops.
It
It's
could
up
have gone bad
above
the other
40.
way.
Yeah.
1 minute left.
Yeah.
I think I'll take some profits on that.
Microsoft pushing lower.
Okay, I still have, like, I just took 3 tiny little partials. I'm going to take half my size off here. Oh, I got 20 cents on that. That was okay. Low of day. I want a new low of day. Just because.
Just because.
Microsoft dumping.
Here we go. Come on, get below 50. You only have 15 seconds. Go. Oh, the market's dumping. Come on. Come on. Oh no, 2. All right, I'm out. Out. Am I out? I'm out.
Look at that. Yeah, Microsoft. So nice.
Okay. Well, I didn't get low of day.
While Peter was trading that, we never quite did the member trade of the day, so let me pull that up before we get out of here. Member trade of the day goes to Brian C. for his trade on FCL, taking one of those nice Thor entries. found support at the R3 level, took an entry on a new high of a 1 minute candle, rode it up to R4, which I will say I see a lot of moves when it breaks R3 to move all the way to R4. Sometimes they'll reject it, but there are some decent moves between those two levels. Then took advantage of the move up, partialed at 33% of each one, and then took off his last remaining position back down at break even. So excellent trade.
Well done.
And
yes, well done indeed.
I like the entry on that one.
Yeah, the entry was very nice. And then if you would like to submit your member trade of the day, you can submit it to @BearableTraders, @MikeB_BBT, and @NormBBT. Use the hashtag BBT Family Day Trading Stock Market. We'll select the trade each day, and then at the end of the week, they'll all be submitted to where the entire team votes on the best trade, and that member will be announced on Monday for the trade of the week. Eamon's class yesterday on how to find an edge is up in the webinar section, as well as under strategy in the trade book section. So if you missed that, you can check out the recording. Next week will be our final webinar for the year 2020, and it will be on mental resilience for trading. So we'll talk about how to deal with that drawdown, how to deal with the feeling of, oh, I'm not getting this, or just not achieving the goals that you set out for yourself, and how you can reevaluate and set yourself up for the next or for the upcoming year. Then for everybody out on YouTube, if you'd like to join us, you can join us for a 1-week trial in the chat room and access to our onboarding class by using the code PREMARKET24. That will give you a discount off the 1-week trial membership. If anybody in the room or out on YouTube wants to purchase or upgrade their membership to the one-time lifetime, you can use the code HOLIDAYS40 for a 40% discount. And that covers our announcements. There are no earnings whatsoever. Well, there is, but I doubt any of you want to.
I don't think there's anything, is there?
Oh yeah, we got a couple. We got
really?
Bridgeline and Track Group.
Bridgeline with a massive 2.6 million in revenue for the quarter. Wow.
Yep.
Peter,
And Track Group.
What was the IPO, Peter?
The main IPO for today was GBS. GBS. There were actually a couple. The other one that, well, they were all terrible. The other one that opened today was something called IKT.
Okay. Yeah, GBS wasn't very interesting.
No, GBS and IKT were the two, and neither one is particularly interesting.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll see you all in the room tomorrow morning. This will be last day, of course, and a party after the close.
Party with spiked eggnog.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good
All right, Brian.
All right, Brian. Take care.
Yeah, you too.
So with that, we'll say bye to everybody out on YouTube. Thank